What's going on, everyone? Today we got to talk about Pudgy Penguins. Right now we are at a very critical level here inside of Pudgy Penguins. We've actually broken down here inside of our descending channel, and now we are inside of a falling wedge. So I'm going to talk about what I see next here for Pudgy Penguins. Anyways, remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Go ahead and become a member of the channel. It's only $9.99 per month, and I'll go over any crypto or stock that you guys want me to go over. And as long as it's not some type of low cap scam coin or some penny stock that's a scam, I'll go over it for you guys. Only $9.99 per month. You'll probably make it back in the first month. Let's go over Pudgy Penguins. So as you can see, Pudgy Penguins is down 10% in the last 24 hours. 13% in the last 7 days, 33% in the last 14 days, and 31% in the last 30 days, with $266 or $266 million inside of volume, 1.3 billion inside of market cap. So you guys can go ahead and check that out. But yeah, Pudgy Penguins is doing pretty good, actually, pretty good. So let's go over what everyone wants to see, and that is the charts. So guys, here are the charts, and before I go over this, I just kind of want to explain to everyone that I just now bought some Pudgy Penguins here. Remember, I always say I'm a huge proponent of dollar cost averaging on the way down at all of the best points and all of the best levels. Well, I just spent $1,000 at 0.021. Even though there's a possibility that we can break down below this falling wedge and continue a downtrend, I still bought $1,000 worth of Pudgy Penguins, and I'll explain why. So here is my logic. Even though I still believe it could pull a little bit more back, but there's a possibility that it doesn't, and that is because a falling wedge is a bullish pattern. But it's usually when you come into it from an uptrend, it's a bullish pattern. But we're kind of coming into this falling wedge from a downtrend, which is making me a little bit nervous. But still, I'm still going to be inside of it and still going to hold it. It is what it is. And then this other pattern here is a descending channel. So this other pattern right here is a descending channel. And sometimes these descending channels break out on the upside. So I feel like we had like a little bit of a false signal here, and there could be a possible bear trap, right? At first it's bull traps. Now it's looking like bear traps. But look, that's why at this point I'm buying at these levels. These are very discounted prices, guys. So look at this. From previous all-time highs, look at how much of a discount this is. Previous all-time highs just to where we are now, we're looking at a 54% discount. Now let me explain to you another reason why I just now purchased $1,000 worth of Pudgy Penguins, and I have my phone in my hand here, so I'm looking at this, guys. So when I pull up my my phone and I'm looking at Pudgy Penguins, right? I have a trade here that I did on Pudgy Penguins, and this trade went from $800 all the way to $1,000, right? So it's a particular trade that I did. As you can see here, you probably can't see it, guys, but it is what it is. I turned $800 into $1,000, and I know it's not all that. Look, if it was $10,000, it would have been $12,000, right? If it was $10,000, I would have went to $12,000. If it was $100,000, I would have went to $120. No, but really, seriously, I had 30,000 Pudgy Penguins, right? I got in at 0.02996. I then sold that same 30,000. Exactly, it was 30,548 coins. 30,548 coins. I then sold it at 0.03275. So remember what I had bought it at. I had bought it at 0.02996. And I had bought some more, a little bit more before that. And then I had sold at an amount that was about 0.03275, something weird like that. But anyways, I had did this in Pudgy Penguins, and I only had 30,548 coins. And now I just bought $1,000 worth of today. The same amount that I had just now sold. Like, I just now sold it. Like, the same amount that I just now sold, I just now bought more today. So I bought 46,549 coins for $996. If it gets to the same price where I just sold my 30,548 coins at, which is at 0.03275, I will then be at $1,524. But remember, It was just now 30,548 coins worth $1,000, but now 46,549 coins is worth $1,000. And it's about to be worth 1,500 when it gets to the previous price where my 30,000 was only worth 1,000. So you see how dollar cost averaging works. Like dollar cost averaging works. And I didn't dollar cost average, just to be completely open with this one. Like I sold at the tops, right? I sold at the top. I knew it was gonna, not necessarily the top, but I sold up here. I knew it was gonna dump, so it started to dump, and now I'm buying back in here. And now when it goes up, where do you guys think I'm gonna sell? Right here. So there's a possibility that it could go beyond here. So I might just wait for 10 cents. Honestly, I might wait for 10 cents. I might wait for 10 cents. It's only $4,600 though. It's $1,000 going to 4,600 if I wait till 10 cents. If I had 10,000, it would be 10,000 going to 46,000 at these current prices. But that is where the analysis comes in again. There is a possibility that it could continue to go lower. So here is my theory. I just spent 1,000 at 0.021. If Pudgy Penguins goes down to 0.015, or if it goes down to 0.008, I will then purchase 10,000 worth of Pudgy Penguins down here, $10,000. And this is how I like to do it. I like to jump in. I like to get my feet wet first. I put a little bit of money in. I put $1,000 in. I get my feet wet. And then if we keep going down, then I'm doubling down and I'm riding the wave. And I'm going to show you guys exactly why. So if I take $10,000, right? And I don't know if it's going to get all the way down to 0.008, but I think a more solid base to look for is 0.0014. That's looking like a good support. That's the support right down here. That's that Fibonacci, that red one. So it might stop there. It typically does that a lot with a lot of other projects. So let's check it, that one. So what I'll do is I'll take $10,000 and I'll divide it by 0.12, or no, not 1, 2, 0.014. $10,000. That's 714,000 coins. Multiply that by the target price, which is 10 cents. But remember, it's 714,285 coins because we're going to do another price. 714,285. So at 10 cents, that's 71,428, right? So anyways, 714,285 multiplied by, now let's say I get out at the level that I was just talking about, 0.033. That's 23,000. So you can make a lot of money on these moves inside of this next pump inside the crypto market, but you just have to make sure that you actually have some. Like, don't just keep waiting and waiting and waiting for the bottom. Like, make sure on the way down your dollar cost averaging, because if we just take off right here, you're going to get left out. There's a possibility, yes, that it could continue down. There's a possibility that we could see this continuing to go down. But if you bought here, a little bit here, and then even more here, now you're doing good. Because like I said, I only bought $1,000 worth, but I'm planning to put $10,000 worth in here around 0.014. And quite frankly, I want to get that money in lower. Quite frankly, I want to get a bigger discount. And what I mean by that, let's say 1,000 divided by 0.005. This is where I initially wanted to put my $1,000 in, because then at 10 cents, I would be looking at $20,000. This is where I initially wanted my $1,000 to go, right? But the way I look at it is, if it goes up now, I won't miss it. And then if it does go down to 0.005 and I go in with $10,000, then I know I'm coming out of the other end at 10 cents with $200,000. So that's why I'm like, I really don't care if I miss the chance to make the 20,000 when I can make 200,000. If it keeps going down, I'll just put a full 10,000 in. So that's really my way of thinking. Like, I either make only $4,500, like I either only make $4,000, and that's it on the upside, 4,000, no risk of losing anything, or it goes down even further, and then I put the full 10,000 in at 0.005, and I make 200,000. So I win either way because I make money either way. right? So that's the way I'm looking at it. That's the way I'm looking at it. That's the way you gotta look at it too. Obviously, things can go left if the top of the market is already in. If it's already in, we're screwed. If it's already in, it's gonna keep going down, 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 down. Then everyone who thought they had a plan will get their plan demolished unless they have a stop loss. So you have to remember that part too. That's a very important factor to all this. But this is all I got for you guys today. Hit the like button, subscribe. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Do your own research. Don't make any type of decisions based off of anything that I said. So, anyways, go ahead and join, become a member of the channel. It's only $9.99 per month. You'll probably make it back within the first month, guys, and then you can request me to do a technical analysis video on any crypto or stock, as long as it's not some type of low cap scams, penny stock, or whatever. All right, shout out to you guys, shout out to all the members out there, and as always, I'll be back with another video.